Imagine waking up every day feeling like you're running on a treadmill of obligations, pain, and fleeting moments of relief. Schopenhauer believed this isn't just your bad week, it's the essence of human existence. In this video, we'll dive deep into his unsettling vision of life as a relentless cycle of suffering and death, and why, paradoxically, understanding this could be the key to living with more clarity, resilience, and even a strange sense of peace. If you've ever wondered why happiness feels temporary, why problems never seem to end, or why life often feels like it's pulling you into the same struggles over and over again, this conversation will hit you hard. We're going to break down Schopenhauer's ideas in a way that connects directly to the challenges you face today, from personal losses to the grind of daily life, and show you how his dark perspective can actually empower you. So, stay with me until the end. Because once you see life through Schopenhauer's lens, you might never look at your struggles, your ambitions, or even your relationships the same way again. And this shift could be the most liberating and confronting thing you've experienced in years. When Schopenhauer observed life, he didn't wrap it in sugar-coated illusions, he stripped it bare. He saw existence not as a divine present wrapped with ribbons, but as a heavy package we are forced to carry. Imagine waking up every day with that weight on your back, not a metaphorical feather, but a stone that grows heavier with time. And yet, people move forward, chasing moments of pleasure that, according to Schopenhauer, are nothing more than short breaks from inevitable pain. It's like getting a sip of cool water in the middle of a scorching desert. You enjoy it, but the thirst soon returns. This pendulum he speaks of is not the slow, peaceful swing of a clock in a cozy living room. It's relentless. On one side, suffering, with all its forms, loss, frustration, illness, the little disappointments of daily life. On the other, boredom, that strange discomfort that creeps in when nothing seems wrong, yet something feels missing. Most people don't realize they're living in this constant oscillation because they distract themselves. Netflix, scrolling endlessly, buying things they don't need. But the pendulum keeps swinging, whether we notice it or not. You might think, well, then what's the point? That's exactly where Schopenhauer challenges us not to give up, but to recognize the game we're in. If you know the pendulum is inevitable, you can start managing your expectations and actions differently. Instead of chasing an endless stream of pleasures to avoid pain, you might start valuing the rare pauses in between. For example, rather than expecting every day to be thrilling, you could learn to appreciate a quiet coffee on your balcony as deeply as a big achievement. It's in these micro moments that you find a subtle defiance against life's heavy swing. Though the next question is, can we ever truly escape it? Desire, according to Schopenhauer, is a tricky master. The moment we want something, we sign an invisible contract with discomfort. If we don't get it, frustration bites hard. If we do, we soon feel the emptiness creep back in. Think about the last time you craved something, a new phone, a promotion, even a relationship. The pursuit gave you energy, maybe even purpose, but once it was yours, the high faded, didn't it? That's the cruel genius of desire. It fuels us, but it never lets us rest. This cycle is like chasing the horizon. No matter how fast you run, it always stays the same distance away. You think, if I can just get this one thing, I'll be happy. But when you reach it, the horizon shifts another goal, another craving, another restless night. Schopenhauer would say this isn't an accident. It's the very structure of human experience. And here's the kicker. Even knowing this doesn't necessarily free us. The itch for just a little more is deeply woven into our minds. So what can a person do? One approach is to play with desire instead of letting it play with you. That means choosing your wants carefully, almost like curating a playlist. For example, instead of constantly chasing material upgrades, you might desire learning a skill that keeps paying you back over time, like cooking, investing, or a new language. These desires still create effort, but they offer richer rewards and fewer crashes. Yet, even here, the question remains, can we ever truly quiet the hunger, or are we destined to feed it endlessly? Schopenhauer didn't romanticize nature like a tranquil painting or a peaceful countryside stroll. For him, nature is more like a grand stage where beauty plays a brief, dazzling role before the curtain falls to reveal the chaos behind it. The flowers bloom, yes, but only for a season before withering. Animals play in the sun, but every one of them lives with the shadow of predators or starvation. To think that nature cares about us is, in his view, a dangerous illusion. We humans are part of this stage too. The sunrise you admire doesn't rise for your inspiration. It rises because it must, indifferent to whether you're joyful or in despair. That gorgeous mountain landscape? Beneath the beauty lies harsh terrain that has claimed countless lives. Schopenhauer reminds us that beauty is like a thin coat of paint covering the raw, splintered wood of survival. It's not that beauty is fake, it's that it doesn't erase the brutal reality underneath. Once you see the indifference of nature, it changes how you experience the world. You stop expecting life to be fair or for beauty to come with a hidden promise of safety. Instead, you begin to appreciate those beautiful moments for what they are, fragile, fleeting gifts with no guarantees. It's like sipping wine under a starry sky. You can savor it deeply, even knowing that storms may come tomorrow. And maybe that's the quiet lesson: learning to embrace beauty without being fooled into thinking it shields us from the storm that's always on the horizon. So now that you've seen Schopenhauer's unfiltered take on life, the question is, what will you do with it? Will you keep chasing fleeting pleasures, letting the pendulum of suffering and boredom swing you around? Or will you start noticing the patterns, stepping out of the endless chase, and choosing your battles differently? Most people will watch this, nod in agreement, and then go back to the same cycle tomorrow. But you don't have to be most people. Think about your own life. Where have you mistaken a pause in pain for true happiness? How often have you believed beauty meant safety, or that achievement would finally end the hunger for more? The world won't hand you the answers. You'll need to wrestle with these questions yourself. And that's where the transformation begins. If this video sparked something in you, an insight, a challenge, maybe even a little discomfort, then don't let it fade. Keep this conversation alive by subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications. That way, you'll keep building the kind of awareness most people never reach. Because once you start seeing the truth, there's no going back, and you wouldn't want to anyway.